Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, Makoto finally realised that Mondo is the killer. Taka really isn't taking this information too well, and I believe we're gearing up to do the comic book thing again. That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong. Oh wow, I paused in a good place. Okay, let's be methodical. What do we have here? Okay, I think it's mixing stuff from the first trial in here. Oh dear. Okay, well, looking at the comic, Chihiro is in the warehouse. Celeste spots them and notices the blue tracksuit. Chihiro stuffs it in their bag. Celeste waves goodbye. And then Chihiro enters... Where was it? Chihiro enters the boys' locker room. Chihiro is like, hey Mondo. Mondo's like, hey, hold up. What are you doing in the boys' locker room? So we need... Let's see. Maybe this? Let's see. No, so this is Chihiro actively getting bapped. So we need like a pre-bap. We need like a swing or something. I mean that could be a swing. I think this is my best guess. There we go. Okay. Chihiro's like, what? Then bap. And then blood splatter. This. Okay. So the blood goes everywhere. Mondo's like, oh fuck, what have I done? Did I set my timer going? Yes, I did. Good job, me. Yeah, Mondo's like, the fuck have I done? So Mondo takes down the poster. He pulls up the carpet. And then he moves everything to the girls' locker room. He gets in and rearranges the crime scene. So now the crime scenes have been swapped. Byakuya comes along because he a hoe. And he ties up Chihiro. Then he writes Bloodlust on the wall. And then finally, Mondo goes to the sauna. And he chucks in Chihiro's e-handbook. I'm not too sure here. Okay, well I don't think it's gonna be the dumbbell. We need... Here's my thinking, is this like a broken e-handbook? Because to me that looks more like a letter. I don't... You know, I'm gonna guess this. I'm not too certain about that. I think we might have that one wrong, but you know, if it is wrong, then we'll figure it out then.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
And now we've swapped back to she, her pronouns. I'm just finding this very confusing, to be brutally honest. Can we please just make up our minds here?
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no.
But no, Byakuya had to be a massive hoe.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Oh! No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Oh! Okay. Okay, well, it's clearly not going to be that, because Byakuya entered the girls' locker room and then decided to leave and re-enter the girls' locker room. The extension cord, maybe? Because here's the thing, those are both from the first case, so... This is the only other one that relates to Byakuya.
The killer is you! That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
There we go.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Okay.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
And I'ma just grab that. Thank you.
Wait.
Oh, oops.
No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Oh, buddy. Buddy, we just presented our evidence. Our evidence was that entire thing.
You need evidence. You need proof.
You just don't want to see the proof. Oh, I understand why he doesn't want to see the proof. Oh, buddy.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer, that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. Just ask him to present his handbook. Tell him to turn his handbook on. It'll say Leon's name. All I have to do is check that one item of his, and everything will become clear. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? No. No, I don't like this one. This is the one I have trouble with. Please, no. No. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. Oh dear. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, left mouse button, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. No! No! Here's the thing, I will probably never use fever time because I'm bad at rhythm games, so please, no, don't punish me like this. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, please, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. I can't deal with that. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. What happens? What happens if you activate fever time whilst nega time is going? Oh dear. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. Oh, that's such a relief. That's such a relief. Well then, good luck and have fun. I won't have fun, not with this. Oh, we're going against Taka.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
Just focus on the dots
refute you.
and we'll be fine. Oh.
False. Show me some evidence.
Just keep on clicking. Keep on clicking.
I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote.
Oh, bugger.
Show me some evidence.
Oh no, it's all gone. It's all gone to pot. It's gone to pot.
I won't listen. I refute you.
Okay, there we go.
Show me some evidence.
Here's your evidence.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Oh. Mondo's had enough with the games and charade. Oh, buddy.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Hey, another A. And 84 Monokuma coins. That's nice. I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet here. I guess... I don't know. Mondo finally confessing, yeah, I was the one who killed Chihiro. It just doesn't feel satisfying to me. I love Chihiro. I love Chihiro so much. And that's not to say that I'm not enjoying myself. I am. It's just... It's such a bittersweet feeling. You know? We caught the killer, but Chihiro is gone. And I can't really be happy about that, if you know what I mean. When Leon was like, okay, fine, I confess, I remember feeling like, oh yeah, we got him, we finally got him. But with Mondo, it's just kind of like, what have we become? Chihiro, the best of us, is gone. This isn't worth it.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
And Monokuma's like, okay.
Wait! Hold on!
Oh, Taka, I'm so sorry.
No waiting! No holding on!
Monokuma doesn't give a shit about your feelings.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What?
Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Ta-da! Mondo Owada!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Taka chose the wrong answer. I wonder who Taka voted for. I suppose it doesn't matter, but Buddy, no. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Oh, buddy.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. That still makes me uncomfortable because I still don't know what was going on with Chihiro. No! No! Monokuma! No! I can't believe that! God damn you, you evil little bear! Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Never! Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now, nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Chihiro, you're crying. I apologize for interrupting you. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Sweetheart! Oh, I love you so much. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then, the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
what?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
that's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
Oh! I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But, sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yup, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. Game, are you sure that's Chihiro speaking? I think that's probably Monokuma. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because... Owie, if Chihiro had been discovered in the boys' locker room, everyone would have immediately been like, oh shit! Chihiro! By finding Chihiro in the girls' locker room, their secret was, it would keep for a little bit longer.
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So... he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand! I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Buddy, he's the ultimate biker gang leader. If anyone has been involved in anything remotely illegal, it's him. Something he didn't want anyone to know? Even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. I will admit, this is the only thing I agree with Byakuya on. This one statement. Everything else he said, no, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, but this I agree with. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know, will be revealed in the next episode because I am just about out of time for this one. So, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.